Interest rates, as we all know, have gone up. I hope most of your realtors have told you about the 2-1 rate buy down. Hey guys, we're in December 2022, and what is the market update I have for you guys today? Guys, welcome. This is Javier Hurtado Realty, and I want to give you guys what you guys need, which is information, okay? What is 2022 in December bring us? Well, the interest rates. Let's talk about interest rates first. Interest rates, as we all know, have gone up, mostly up. But now, thankfully, the interest rates came down a little bit. So some of my lenders, they're telling me they can get 5.5s, 6.2s, depending on your credit. Some people are in the 7s, but again, goes back to the lender that you use, the credit that you have, and all of that encompasses what your purchase power is and what you can do about it. All right, so the interest rates are fluctuating between 5.5 up to 7.2. Number 2 is the buy downs. Now, I hope most of your realtors have told you about the 2-1 rate buy down. This is essentially, let's say for example, you have a 7% and the time comes where you want to purchase. You can actually have a seller credit you, or sometimes some lenders can help you credit that yourself and put it into the loan, work that into the loan. But essentially the 2-1 buy down is, say you have a 7%, you can have for the first year of the loan, you can buy down 2 points. So you go down to 5%, the second year you go up to 6%, and then the third year you go back to the original 7% that you had. The whole goal of that is so that during that time when there is a spike down in the market and you can have lower interest rates, you can refinance while you're still having a grace period. I like to call that a grace period. So best case scenario, you buy down the rate. Worst case scenario, you actually end up at the original 7%. But the whole point of this whole conversation is that some lenders now have what's 3-2-1 buy down. Yes, 3-2-1 buy down. So the same idea as a 2-1 rate buy down for 2 years. Now it's for 3 years. So that is something awesome that some lenders are bringing to the market for my clients and buyers. Okay. The third thing is, sadly, as I've spoken about before, the Mass Dreams program is an amazing program, but it's come to a pause as of November 30th. So the Mass Dreams program was a program for home buyers in the state of Massachusetts that granted you up to $50,000 for first-time home buyers in free grant money. You don't have to pay it back. There's no penalties. You just have to be a first-time buyer and you have to live in the property. So that has come to a pause now as of November 30th, but I say pause because it's going to come back, anticipated from all my lenders that I've heard from, that it's going to come back, okay? But as of right now, it's paused. There were hundreds of thousands of applicants. A lot of people got accepted. I was lucky to have worked with some clients that have had it, but as of right now, it's paused. So if you got your application in, or actually if you got your offer accepted with an accepted application by Mass Dreams by November 30th, then you are safe. But after November 30th, I'm sorry guys, you're gonna have to use other programs which I can talk to you about in the future. All right, the other thing I wanted to talk about is where the market is headed right now in December and what to expect, what you gotta watch out for. Well, the market is, you guys are in power, you buyers. Guys, you are taking over. That means that you have buying power now. You are in a buyer's market. Sellers have lost the edge because of the interest rates. People got scared, people stopped buying, so it's going into a buyer's market. Sellers are giving concessions now. Sellers are not having crazy bidding wars. If I could tell you, back in the summer of 2021, houses would sell 100, 150,000 over asking price. That's not the case anymore, guys. Now you're in a buyer's market. You can get concessions from sellers. So closing costs covered by seller. You can get some prepaids by sellers, different things. We can talk you through everything if you guys want to go into that. Or you could get the seller to give you a 3-2-1 buy down. Hey, there you go. So now is the time for buyers. Buyers, you're in power now. And what to watch out for, guys. If you're going to buy now, I highly suggest it. And in the future, you want to do a refinance. So you want to watch out for in the upcoming months. The rates are going to squabble up and down, but we're anticipating in mid-June, mid-summer, late spring, that the rates will drop down a little bit. So that is my forecast that I have for you guys. And last but not least, I want to remind you guys that demand is still high for houses. So what that means is that there's been a buyer demand and the demand has not been met. So the amount of buyers that there are in the market versus the amount of sellers and houses, there's a 10-year demand that has not been met yet. What that means is there's not enough houses for people. Simply put, there's not enough houses for people. People still need to buy. Just because we're going to different parts of the market and different times in the economy does not mean that, magically you don't need to buy a house. You do need to buy a house for most people. And it is a very good time for you guys to jump into the market and just pretty much evaluate and see what works for your financials. So that's Javier Hurtado Realty for you guys. That is me. And if you have any questions about real estate, if you want to buy, you want to sell, whatever it may be, give me a call. I'll guide you through the whole process and we'll just chat. Okay, guys? Cheers.